Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be sharing a complete breakdown of how we restored this dresser. This dresser was left in our home by the previous owner and it is such a beautiful piece that we've been so excited to restore. Based on some Google searches, this dresser is supposedly from the 60s or 70s, but when I shared the short version of this project on my socials, some of you guys guessed the 50s. So if you have an idea of when it's from, please feel free to comment and let us know. But the first step was giving it a good clean. We've had this dresser sitting in our garage for the past few months, but prior to that it was in our basement. We used mineral spirits to wipe down all the drawer fronts and the top. This loosens all the dirt and grime that's been sitting on the dresser for the last many years. Now, we expected this dresser to be similar in color after restoring it to what it was originally, a light colored wood. We didn't think about the fact that it could be stained to look that way because we found several similar versions of this dresser online prior to starting, all of them the same color, even after supposedly being restored. But spoiler alert, it ends up looking very different by the end of this video, and it will be a happy surprise. We used Smart Strip to remove the varnish and stain from the dresser. This was purchased at Lowe's, but you can find it online too. It's an earth-friendly and odor-free alternative to a lot of other paint removers out there. Plus, you don't have to wrap it in plastic to loosen the layers like you would for some other brands, but you do have to apply a very thick coat. We needed to go back and apply a second layer after the first because it wasn't thick enough, and you'll see that in this video shortly. So we used a brush to apply it and then a roller to smooth it out, and then just let it sit for up to 24 hours before removing it with a scraper. This is not sponsored, by the way. We just really liked working with this product, and it didn't stink up our garage, which is important because we aren't able to open the windows or a door to ventilate the area during this project. It's just too cold outside for that, which is usually what you would need to do if you're applying a paint remover. Here's what it was looking like after about 4 hours since applying that coat. It's starting to bubble up. You can see it's beginning to work and having that crackly kind of 2010 nail polish texture. But once you're scraping at it, the parts that were not applied thick enough, it's struggling to come up. So it wasn't as satisfying as we thought it was going to be, but that was just us not applying a thick enough coat. So if you do use this product, layer it on, baby. Make it nice and thick. You see it has that kind of texture. You can see the spots exactly where it's going to come up nice. This is coat number 2. So nice and thick like butter, and it's looking like cinnamon bun texture, like the top of a cinnamon bun or like the crackle nail polish. And there it goes. It just slides right off, nice and satisfying, and made for a very easy push of the scraper. This voiceover is becoming a mess. Using the scraper is the most satisfying part of this entire project, and seeing that original stain being wiped away when we followed it all up with mineral spirits just to give it a nice clean finish before we moved on to sanding, which is the next part of this project. At this point, it was also unveiled that the middle and bottom section are different woods than the top and drawers. That section is actually what we thought the whole thing was going to look like before we started this project. This was followed up by sanding to remove the stain and start to expose the natural unfinished wood. We used a 100 grit sandpaper and with a 220 afterwards to smooth out the whole surface. You can see the actual color of the wood starting to appear, which was warmer than what we were expecting, but we loved it. On the right is the drawer sanded free of stain, and on the left is the stain still lingering. You can see how red in color the natural wood is, and when mineral spirits was applied to wipe away the dust from sanding, the wood just lights up in color. You can also turn this video into a drinking game and take a shot every time I say mineral spirits. Anyway, we suspected it to be mahogany, and after some Googling, it was confirmed. We really took our time with this part of the restoration because the stain was just holding on for dear life, and when wiped with mineral spirits, the spots where the stain was lingering became very evident. So it was hours and hours of cleaning and sanding, but then we messed up and bought a natural colored stain, applied it to the drawer, and realized, one, we didn't sand enough, it's still splotchy, and two, we didn't Google enough about how to finish mahogany, so it was more sanding for us to remove that new stain and do our research. We learned that tung oil is a great way to finish mahogany because it creates a moisture-resistant barrier on hard wood, and it keeps the natural reddish tone of the wood. The downside to using tung oil, though, is it is a more expensive option compared to stain. We applied it with a cloth to the entire dresser and then moved on to cleaning the hardware while the oil set in. The dresser was missing one of the original knobs, so I purchased new ones off Amazon. I'll link them in the description if you're interested, but the bottom hardware just needed a good clean. So I used vinegar and baking soda and then gently scrubbed the hardware to loosen the dirt and tarnish. Here's what the dresser looked like after 2 coats of tung oil. So we followed it up with 2 more coats of wipe-on polyurethane as a protectant layer, again using a clean rag to wipe it on and allowing time for it to dry. Here's a reminder of what the dresser looked like initially, and here is it refinished. We are so happy with the outcome, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video. For more fun home projects and renovations, feel free to check out our page and follow us on our other socials, and we'll see you in our next video.